I think you were pretty known for doing a lot of drugs. You know, at one point you went on the No Jumper show, and you actually passed out on the show. You know, what was kind of like your state of mind during those times?
Cause I came up to the show drunk. Before I pulled up to the show, I was like, if I pull up drunk, this might go viral. So I pulled up drunk, but I was too drunk. And I'm still young, bro. I'm young now, but I was even younger. But if I was as old as Adam, man, Adam he ain't got no standards, bro. He ain't got no morals, bro. And he a grown ass man. This nigga about 40 years old. I'm 25 years old, bro. If I was 40 years old, I'd have said, young man, turn around. Go home. We not doing this interview another time. This nigga 40 years old and he let me walk in that interview like I did, bro.
Mm. How much drugs were you going through at that time?
I was going through a lot. But like I said, like I just told you my life story on how I grew up. You feel me? So I was broken. When I took my first pill, I'm like, boy, I feel nothing. I went to sleep, I felt nothing. So I got addicted on it. I'm like, I love this feeling. I love this nothingness feeling that I have. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm all trapped up in my head. I'm trapped. I got like dark stuff going in my mind. You know what I'm saying? Full of sin, full of wickedness. I'm like, boy, I love this pill. This pill make me think about nothing. I'm in La La Land. And I got real addicted to him. It got work. It got bad for me.
How much a day would you say you were taking?
Like 4, 5. I was popping Xans the most. And when I want to have a good time, I pop ecstasy.
Damn. Okay. You know, did you have a relationship with Juice WRLD, Mac Miller, or anybody?
Nah.
How did you feel when you heard about Juice WRLD dying? And you know, I mean, you got Juice WRLD, Mac Miller, you know, DMX. You know, they've all died from a drug overdose, man. You know, and you guys were both in the same entertainment business. You know, what do you think when you see something like that?
Well, then when I saw all that stuff, I just knew I was next. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was waiting on. I was waiting for me to be next. I ain't felt like I had no purpose. But shoot, the guy had a different plan, didn't he?
What do you think was like your lowest point? Where you like hit rock bottom and you were like,
Well, after my Instagram got deleted. Because even then, it's like with my Instagram, like I was spending my money as quick as I got it. All I gotta do is do a promo and I got money. So it's like, if I just spend this little bit, just do another promo, I get more money. When my Instagram got deleted, my source of income got deleted as well. So 2018, that was bad. Man, I moved home 2 years ago. When I came home with $100 in my pocket. $100 and went straight to my baby mama crib. Then came back working with my uncle doing pools.
what was the first prank you got arrested for?
So let me tell you how that happened. All right, so the Popeyes place, they called the police. When they called the police, so like I used to literally, me and my brother, we walked down 441 just about every other day, walking down 441, just messing up stuff. Like I used to sleep on this. Like, what's the next disastrous thing I could do? Because I'm still getting million, 100,000. It started with 50,000, then it get to 80,000, 100,000, 120,000, 200,000, 300,000, 500,000, 1 million. I'm like, but even watching my numbers grow like that, even when I had my first million followers, I still ain't make not $1 off my Instagram. No, I just didn't know how. I didn't know how to make $1 off my Instagram, and I had 1 million followers. So that's why my desperation was coming, because it's like I see my views going up, I'm getting followers, but why I'm not making no money? But what happened was, so since I used to plot on these videos, there's this one video where I went into Burger King, and I asked them to make my food. So I made my food and I jumped on the counter and I started screaming. And the people, they were so scared, they called the police. So when they called the police, they came and I was like, hey, I don't have nothing against Burger King or the employees. I just do, stuntman videos on Instagram. So I showed them my Instagram, and the officer was like, "Hey, you can get arrested for this stuff." One of the videos was me taking the donuts out of Dunkin' Donuts, a tray of donuts, and I was like, "No, I gave them donuts back." She said, "No, you walked out the store with them. That's theft. You could get arrested for this." So they wrote me a trespassing at Burger King, and they let me go. Now, I know that officer at that time, she wrote a warrant for my arrest, and she wrote something on me because she the only one who had my name. Like, I'm a nobody at this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a nobody. Nobody they don't know my real name. They know Boom. They might know Boom Gang or whatever I'm saying in the video. But they don't know who I was because I was just coming up. So my real name wasn't out there. And especially in Miami, I'm from Jacksonville. My name not out there. So I know at that time, since she was just writing a trespassing thing on me and stuff like that, and she seen more. I did more of these type of videos. I know she had something to do with my arrest. But what happened was after that, I did a prank on somebody with my brother. So we was at the bus stop. I had a new pair of forces. I gave my brother his forces. I gave my brother my forces, and I had him sitting at the bus stop, and I had my other brother with me. He was recording. So there was this random dude sitting at the bus stop, and my brother started a conversation with him. So as I was walking by, I stopped, and asked my brother, the man don't know he my brother. He just think, they two kids at the bus stop. I looked down, I'm like, "Boy, them shoes look nice, boy. Where you get them shoes from?" He like, "My grandma gave them to me." Now they really my shoes, but it's a little play going on. I say, "Boy, what size you wear? Those look nice." He said, "They're my size." And I start jacking them up, like, "Boy, let me get them. And the man, he like, "Oh wait, hold on. And so what's the name? Like, we end up laughing and everything, and like, "Nah, we just playing. And like, "Oh man, you can't do that to me. So we posted that video. Now, like a week later, we in AutoZone. That same man who we played the prank on it, I turn around, like I'm standing in line waiting to get my stuff. I turn around, that same man is standing behind me looking pissed off. He's so angry. He's so angry. He's like, "Hey man, I seen that video you posted me all on Facebook, man. You don't know what I got going on in my life. I got rumors and this and that. And the old man was ready to fight. So like I boot up, we arguing back and forth. He got this biker chain. He dropped the chain down. Like we ain't fight though, but he called the police. So I'm still at AutoZone because they was helping me with something. I don't know. But when the police get there, me and my brother with me, he used to record all my videos. But after this moment, I never let him record another video for me. That's how I came with and this is how I came with the style that I did. So my brother, the police came, and I told them the story, what happened and stuff. I'm like, "Man, I do pranks, but this man, he got mad at me. We started fighting. We was arguing and stuff like this. Like he put out a chain and stuff like this, and then so she ran our ID and stuff, and we had a warrant. Both of us had a warrant for our arrest. My other brother was with me at that Burger King joint, so both of us had a warrant for our arrest. And this was my first. So they both took us in, and they let him go. He was a minor. They let him go. But he still had to go to court, and I think he was on probation or something. But they let him go, and they took me to jail. So that was the first time that I went to jail for everything. And then, but when I was in there, I'm sitting here thinking I probably had like a couple 100,000 followers at the time. But I'm in there, I'm like, man, I'm sitting here thinking like, one day this gonna pay off. You know what I'm saying? A little people knew me while I was in there. Like a couple people, probably like two. The officer, cause my videos was going a little viral and everything, but that was the first time I went to jail for everything, and that's honestly how